First time I'm in Khao Yai with my morning coffee. Today is a National Day of Forests, so we're exploring jungles and learning some great stuff about trees, nature, and how to protect forests.
Hi fellow travelers, and welcome to my new episode about Khao Yai. In this video, I will be exploring Khao Yai's nature and wildlife with other environmental enthusiasts like myself. In the first part of the video, we will walk on grassland.
Elephant poo up there.
In the second part, we will trek inside the jungle. We will learn about trees. We'll see gibbons and other animals.
These are bear clothes. Wow, it's a bit thrilling to have a bear in this forest.
And you will find out why I'm smelling this tree trunk. Before we begin, let me recommend you my another video about Khao Yai. There, I'm explaining how to move around the park, what are the common park areas where you can go, what animals you can see, like this elephant. Don't miss it and click the link above. Now we are near Khao Yai's tourist center. This is an area where you can eat and rest. And here you can easily see your first animal, Sambar deer. They are very used to humans here and walk nearby freely. Many visitors are excited and may try to feed them, but there are signs prohibiting doing so. Even though these deer are not afraid of people, they are wild animals and should stay wild.
When you see the number, is the page number. Start to find which one is more looks like the color and the looking, everything. And finally, you can calculate, and then we will know the water quality. So, see if you want to try to look a little animal, or want to do the bird watching.
We split into two groups. Down in the river, you can see people who are searching for little animals. But I chose to do bird watching. And hopefully to show you and my fellow nature lovers some beautiful birds. After a short hike to a grassland area, some people just enjoy their time taking photos, and some were more determined to find some interesting bird species. Here is the first catch, Ashy Woodswallow. This bulky, large-headed bird usually lives in open areas. You can see it perched on wires or flying around in search of insects. Even though it is called a swallow, it has a much thicker build with triangular, somewhat starling-like wings. So, it is the only wood swallow throughout most of its range. These birds are very sociable and sit pressed together in pairs or tight groups when at rest. I find it so cute. exciting to do bird watching together with other people. Together, we are trying to identify birds in the field book. Near, there is this beautiful lake. Here we have all chances to see some water birds. Whose nest is this, do you think? Give me your guesses in comments. Little egret is a very common water bird, which you can see everywhere in Thailand. Look at this egret. It has 2 long feathers growing from his head. By this, he shows that he is an adult and ready to breed. Non-breeding birds have no plumes like this. We are now heading towards Non-Pakchi Watchtower, which is located 5-minute drive from a visitor center. The area around the watchtower has a network of trails. You can enjoy 10-minute relaxing walk through grassland to reach the tower. This area is ideal for wildlife watching. In the grassland area, you can also see some beautiful plants like this bush with bright pink flowers. It's called Tibouchina. There are around 240 species in the family. They are native to Mexico, the Caribbean, and South America, where they are found as far south as northern Argentina. Members of this genus are known as glory bushes, glory trees, or princess flowers. This cute duck-sized bird is called Red-Wattled Lapwing. When there are intruders nearby, these birds begin their loud, alarming calls like this to distract potential predators from their nests. Observation tower makes a great place to stake out the surrounding grasslands and salt lake. Elephants show up here sometimes. The tower overlooks the reservoir, where you can have a chance to see lots of birds. This species of hornbill is called Oriental pied hornbill. It's the most common among other hornbill species. Can you distinguish between a male and female? Look! They look almost identical. But there is a slight difference. You guessed it right. This difference is in the size of the horns on their beaks. A male's horn is bigger and more protruding forward, while a female's horn is smaller and smoother. I have shown you them in my other videos from Thai national parks like Khao Sok and Kang Krachan. I I also have a video about 3 most common hornbill species in Thailand. Have a look. Click this link above. This is one of my favorite birds, Asian Openbill stork. It lives mainly in the Indian subcontinent and Southeast Asia. It is relatively small for a stork at 68 centimeters length. The Asian openbill walks slowly and steadily on the ground, feeding on mollusks, frogs, and large insects. Adults have a gap between the arched upper mandible and recurved lower mandible. Young birds are born without this gap and when growing up, adapted to catch snails, their main prey. Like all storks, it flies with its neck outstretched. Here, you see a juvenile black-crowned night heron. Immature birds have dull gray-brown plumage on their heads, wings, and backs, with numerous pale spots. Adults look like this. Black-crowned night herons can be found in freshwater habitats and brackish marshes. This heron is an expert at steel fishing. It stands motionless for long periods in shallow water, watching and waiting for its prey. It catches small fish with a quick thrust of its bill into the water. In captivity, it can live up to 17 years. In certain periods of time, if you're lucky enough, you can find an otter. They mostly spend their time swimming and hiding, so we were really lucky to notice it. Just for a few seconds when this otter raised her head up while swimming. Then, near the lake on wires, we saw this colorful Chestnut-Headed Bee-eater. As the name suggests, bee-eaters predominantly eat insects, especially bees, wasps, and hornets, which are caught in the air from an open perch. These are stocky birds that feed together. Often, if you see one bird, you can soon find a couple of more soaring nearby. It is most commonly found in highland areas. Males and females look alike, but young birds' plumage is duller. Another water bird here, a little cormorant. The name cormorant is derived from the Latin corvus marinus, which means sea crow. Did you know? Cormorants are expert swimmers, and some species can dive up to 45 meters deep to catch fish. They can also stay underwater for more than 4 minutes. It It's all possible thanks to special feathers which allow water to penetrate, enabling the bird to swim well underwater. Cormorants nest in colonies and drop their poop on trees, bushes, and rocks. Too much of their poop can stain rocks or even kill trees. They can live up to 25 years.
Oh yeah, this flower? Wow.
Hot season, raining season, cold season, other flowers.
Remember the bush with pink flowers I showed you before in the grassland? It's the same flower, but a different species with purple flowers. And now, with our guide, we are walking inside the jungle. Something cool is hiding under the tree canopy. And I can't wait to see it and show you.
Yeah, because I think here there is no space for an elephant to walk.
As there was poo of elephant just before.
Like I can see on the floor.
Elephant poo up there.
This is where an elephant rubbed his back against the tree trunk. And who is hiding in this hollow, do you think? Last time I filmed bats in the similar hollow in Khao Yai. I will show you in my next episode, so stay tuned and follow my adventures.
Bear! Guys, these are bear clothes. You know, he climbed up the tree to eat some fruit and he left his clothes in here. His fingerprints, these are here. So impressive. Wow, it's a bit thrilling to have a bear in this forest.
We are going deeper and deeper inside Khao Yai's virgin jungle. Our goal is to find the biggest and oldest tree in Khao Yai, which is called a grandpa tree. If you look high in the treetops, you may find a banded kingfisher. This is my favorite kingfisher species because of his somewhat human-looking eyes and his cute blue crest, which he lifts up and down like a mohawk. Here we can see a male. The female looks differently, and you can see her in my first video about Khao Yai. This is a bird of lowland rainforest. Unlike most kingfishers, it doesn't need pools or streams in its territory. The banded kingfisher hunts large insects and occasionally small lizards, usually taken in the trees, but sometimes from the ground. He's so cute. Boo, boo. I don't know this one. Maybe I know how it looks, but I don't know how it speaks. So
It's quite hard to know.
I know some, which I know some birds, how they speak. This is one more bird, memorable by its light blue eyes. It is found in Southern Asia. This is a bird of forest and dense scrub. It is about 19 centimeters in length, including its relatively long tail. The Black-Crested Bulbul feeds on fruit and insects.
You're wondering why I'm smelling this strange old tree trunk? It's actually the same family as the cinnamon, and I'm trying the smell, and it really smells of cinnamon. I wish I could show you through the video, but I never knew that. Just an old tree trunk, it smells so good.
This little bird is very hard to spot among foliage because due to its color, it completely merges with the background. It is a small green warbler with a distinctive yellow eyebrow. It breeds in Siberia and comes to Thailand for migration. It can be found in the canopies of open forest and woodlands. While walking, I kept looking high in the trees. There, I noticed a loving spotting dove couple hiding beside green leaves. Now you can observe something that resembles a mating dance. They're small and somewhat long-tailed pigeons. These doves are very common and can be easily seen in cities like Bangkok. They live close to humans. They are natives of tropical Southern Asia and are most recognizable by their black patch and white spots at the back of their neck. Males and females have similar plumage.
What is this big tree?
It's also, I assume it's a nice detailed rock tree, but you will see the thing fall down. Inside is hollow. It's the one we said earlier, straggler fig. So they kill the tree and finally fall off. 8 years, they can start to have like a fruit. Yeah, and then a seed.
Did you notice that in today's video, most of the birds are distinctive by their eyes? Like this Asian brown flycatcher who has large eyes too. Very cute, isn't he?
sharp slope down like this. And we can hear sounds of gibbon.
Some of you might be scared when you see this big caterpillar-looking insect. But in fact, it's harmless. It's a millipede. Millipedes protect themselves by curling up into a spiral whenever they feel threatened, like now. By the way, did you know millipede was the first animal to live on land and breathe air? Scientists found a fossil that dates back 428 million years. Can you believe that? Finally, we found it, a grandpa tree. Look how big and tall it is.
Guys, we just spotted white-handed and black-handed gibbons on that big tree. In fact, it's a very big tree, the biggest tree probably in Khao Yai, and locals call it a grandpa tree of Khao Yai. And we spotted like 2 gibbons. I think it's a gibbon couple just above in the crown of that tree on the top. Can you see that?
Gibbons live high in the canopy of dense jungle and move fast, so they are exceedingly difficult to spot. However, as you can see, not impossible. Their calls are unmistakable and easy to follow. Once located, they can be seen flying through the air and lounging, feeding and grooming in the trees. Their arms are long and their hands are specialized for gripping and swinging. Here our journey in Khao Yai is coming to an end. Thanks for watching my video and I hope you like it. Support me by sharing this video with your friends and giving me thumbs up. I'm also waiting for your comments on whatever you want to share with. I read them all.
Good morning from Khao Yai.
In my next episode about Khao Yai, I will show you other locations and we will walk other forest trails to spot even more wildlife and birds. I will show you another species of gibbon and hornbill too. Don't miss it. Subscribe my channel now and see you in my next episode.